everything you needed to know about a VA loan. Thank you for your service. Watch this video and call me when you are done.
Hey, this is Chris the Mortgage Pro. I'm going to introduce you to what is a VA loan, how does it work, and 20 things you must know about a VA loan. Now, anytime through the video, please like, share, and comment because I answer every question personally, and thank you for your service. Number one, if you have an honorable discharge or a general discharge basically is somebody, sometimes the military for one reason or another just lets you go early. You didn't do anything wrong, but with a general discharge, you can also get a VA loan. If you have a less than honorable discharge, you would not be entitled. Number two, DD-214. I need your DD-214, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, send it to the VA, and I'm going to get what's called your certificate of eligibility. That's going to tell us how much you're entitled to for a VA loan. Number three, people often think I can only have one VA loan at a time. Well, that's not true either. If the VA loan that you might currently have is for a small amount, you have an added eligibility. You're not going to be able to buy two expensive homes with a VA, but very often I see people with two VA loans at the same time. Number four, maximum loan amount. Well, first of all, you can get a loan for $1 million with a VA loan. How does that work? Aren't there limits? Well, kind of. What happens is the VA is going to guarantee 25% of the loan. Now, if the limit is $453,100, that's what it is right here in San Bernardino County, California. If you want a house $100,000 more, $553,100, you would be required to put as a down payment 25% of that amount. So 25% over $100,000, you put a $25,000 down. If you want $1 million home, you just put 25% of the amount over the $453,100. Now, in every county in the country, the loan amounts are different. The limits are different. So you'd have to check with your county, or you can reach out to me, and I'd be happy to figure it out wherever you are in the country and tell you exactly what the limit is. Number five, down payment. Now, I just mentioned in the last one, if you go over the limit, you have to put 25% of the amount over the limit for your county down. Otherwise, it is a zero down payment loan. That's a big deal. Where else are you going to get a zero down payment loan with the lowest interest rate? Number six, a funding fee. Now, how a VA loan works is there is a funding fee. The first time you use it, it's 2.15% of the purchase price. So as an example, a $200,000 loan, 2.15% is $4,300. If you use it for the first time, they're going to add $4,300 to the loan amount. If you do it the second time, we're looking at 3.3%. So that would be $6,600 added to your loan amount. Now, there is one stipulation here. One thing that's really, really great is if you are a disabled vet, what happens is that funding fee is 100% waived. Doesn't exist, you don't pay it. Number seven, FICO score. FICO stands for Fair Isaacs Corporation. Basically, it's your credit score. Now, with a VA loan, some lenders all have different numbers. I do as low as a 550 FICO score in order to help you get approved with zero down. Now, the higher the FICO score, the more you save in fees and on interest rate. So we always want to take a look and see if we can raise your score easily and quickly in order to save you that extra money. However, very often with a 550 FICO score, I could get people approved. Number eight, if we know what the FICO score is and we know what we have to do, we know what the approximate purchase price is, we know what the approximate payment is, we're going to do what's called a pre-approval. Now, many people hear of it. It's not a pre-qualification. A pre-qualification says you told me the information verbally over the phone and I've been doing this for so long I know if you've been approved or not. But that's just a pre-qualification. A pre-approval requires me looking at all your documentation. And I'm going to talk about the documentation in just a minute or two. But I'm going to look at all your documentation. I'm going to make sure your income is there. I'm going to make sure your assets are there. Your FICO score is there. Your DD-214, all the pieces, the certificate of eligibility. We're going to put all those pieces together. We're going to evaluate them. Now, after all these years, I could pretty much do it standing on my head. I know exactly what we need to do. But I take it to the next step. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take those documents and I'm going to, number one, I'm going to computerize them. I'm going to put them into the system. I'm going to let the computer run your